Homer, Los Angeles. Go ahead. You're on the Wilkow Majority.
All right, Andrew, I have a question for you, and this is between us, so be honest with me. Are you a closet homosexual?
Are you going to waste my time, or we're going to have a substantive discussion here?
Well, every time I listen to you, you're always bashing gay people, and everything is about sodomy and this.
Now, Homer, when did you hear me bashing gay people, or are you one of these people that you hear buzzwords and automatically the use of the buzzword is tantamount to quote unquote bashing? When did I bash gay people? When did I bash gay people?
I'm trying to answer you, but you won't let me go. You won't let me answer you. Every argument you have when it comes to liberty and government, but, the sex this, and it's always about sodomy and this and that.
Because that is the behavior that is most notably protected by the progressive movement. I don't care what people do in the privacy of their bedroom, but how is it you can have a city like New York that bans salt because it's bad for the general population, but all this other stuff we're not allowed to even discuss? It's just the example, sir. It's just an example. Discussing sodomy is not gay bashing. Maybe in your mind it is because you don't know any better, but that's okay.
All right, you keep interrupting me. It's difficult to talk to you. But here's
I'm answering. I'm replying, sir. This is called a dialogue. Don't do the victim thing, okay? Don't. Hey, can I finish? Yeah, you're talking over me. You say something, I follow up. Now go ahead with your point.
Okay, my point is I really do want to talk about the energy issue. And you know what? We should get off foreign oil, and we should drive hybrids, and we should do everything we can to drive cars that are, better for the environment. Now, do I necessarily care so much about the environment? Not so much. But you know why I drive a hybrid? And so does your boy Sean Hannity, by the way, because F the oil companies. That's why I do.
Okay. Okay.
Then why?
My wife drives a hybrid.
Okay, so then I don't understand why you have this issue with trying to use, getting off the foreign oil.
Oh, I don't know where you heard me defend foreign oil.
Wait a second. You said before, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the oil companies get tax breaks, correct? Do you feel that they should get tax breaks?
No. They shouldn't get tax breaks, but we shouldn't call not taxing every cent that they bring in a subsidy. Now, if you want to say that they shouldn't get special treatment, no one's talking about them getting away from paying taxes like every other industry. But when you overtax the oil industry, it has an effect on pricing all across the economy. And by the way, a lot of these union pension funds have mutual funds that are based in petroleum, just so you know.
Of course I know that, because it's a profitable thing. And I don't think once you start taxing them, that's going to change.
Where do you think the tax gets passed off to ultimately?
I give up. Tell me.
The consumer. The profit margins of the oil industry are between 5 and 8 cents on the dollar. The rest is taxation and overhead. The profits of the oil industry are driven by consumer demand. Now, if you don't like the oil companies, you are free to drive a hybrid. What we don't accept is the government telling us we're going to drive hybrids.
And no one is telling you that. That's my point. You
really?
keep saying all this stuff. Yes, who is telling you? When's the last time that you got a notice in the mail saying you have to drive a hybrid?
Do you follow the president's speeches? Did you follow his speech at Facebook? Did you hear anything the president said at Facebook?
And he said, yes, I did. And I thought it was an excellent lecture, by the way. And and when did he say, I'd like you to pull up the video, or the audio, since it's radio, and say, the President of the United States says, you have to drive a hybrid, otherwise you're not allowed to drive.
No, he never said that. Okay, he never said it. Then politicians never come out and say those things directly. It's what they do indirectly. It's the things that they say between the lines, sir.
I like your show, but you're a hypocrite.
Okay, how am I a hypocrite? How am I a hypocrite? What am I going back on? Wait, before you call me a hypocrite, what am I doing and saying and then going back on?
I will tell you. I said to you about you always mention homosexual activity, and you said, you must hear buzzwords and then assume that. So you clarified to me that you're not doing it. So I said, okay. Did the president ever say you must drive a hybrid or you can't drive? No. But you are hearing buzzwords, and all of a sudden you're turning it into the president says this.
Because
So
he is the president. When the government starts talking like that, they're talking about laws, sir. They're talking about policy. Okay, we're already seeing gas prices go up. We're seeing a denial of permits. We're seeing the president lend $2.84 billion to Colombia so they can get their supply. We're seeing the president tell the Brazil that we're going to be the number one client of Petrobras. We're seeing the president force the GM Volt on the market through a bailout, sir. You have no idea what you're talking about, and you're wasting my time.